Hey gaming bees, it's Vianna aka MsHoneyBree, and welcome to a Sims 3 creative sim. I know, right? Sims 3. I haven't done the Sims 3 creative sim in like forever, so I thought, why not today? I decided to go with like a darker sim. I guess it's kind of like the last video, but it's not really edgy. Didn't know what to call it just yet until I was making the thumbnail, and I was like, why not dark Swan? And then next week I can do like the opposite of her, just Swan, and do that. She's like the black sheep, or the ugly duckling I should say, and her sister is going to be the Swan. And I kind of, for her, when I was creating the sim, I was thinking, she was a nicer person before until her heart was broken by her fiance, who she caught cheating. Yeah, so she just decided to just wear all black and not care about anything anymore, and yeah, so that's her. And I think she's really good looking. Her name is Vivian Devine, because I know you guys probably didn't see me type in the name since it was so quick. I was trying to adjust her face. It's so weird going from The Sims 4 and then coming into here, because there's no click. I was so close to clicking on the face and dragging until I realized it's not The Sims 4. So, messing around with the sliders was like the hardest thing for me. I do change her eye color to a purple, and yeah, so I'm just messing around with her lips. The sister, obviously she's going to be a person that likes to wear white, and her favorite color is going to be white, and you guys will definitely see. I'll probably post it tomorrow for you guys, for her sister, and then probably have like a comparison at the end for you guys. Yeah, so glad it's Memorial Day Monday. I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to go to clinicals, because the next day I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning just to get to the clinical site that I have to go to. And trust me, I am not looking forward to it. But it's a hospital setting. Before I was just in a facility, and it's a hospital setting, so that's going to be a new experience, and it's going to be really exciting for me, and I can't wait for actually doing stuff there. But otherwise, waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning is not my thing. Reason that I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning is because I have to take public transportation, and if you guys know about public transportation, you want to get somewhere on time or early, you have to wake up early, because the buses or a train probably takes an hour, and that's what you have to do. Gotta do what you gotta do. And I'm just so glad it's only 1 day per week that I have to wake up at 4 o'clock, because it's going to be switching between the hospital and the facility that I was in. So thank goodness. And let's see, maybe I should do like a story time. I'm trying to think of something that's good for story time. Story time. Think about it. I'll just keep talking about her until I figure out something. Those lips. I really like the red and black, but I didn't like it on her, so I just decided to do like a lighter green on top and then darker on the bottom. I was gonna use that hairstyle, but then I was like, oh, I have a more punkish hairstyle that I can use on her. So that's the one, and I love it on her. It frames her really well. And if you watch my Sims 3 100 baby challenge, then you would know that one of the daughters have this hairstyle, and I love it. Even though I wouldn't do that for myself, because having short hair on one side and longer on the other side is just not my thing. It's either it's all short or it's all long, not both. I really like that dress. If that wasn't real life, but I would totally wear it. It's funny how now that I want to tell you guys stories, I can't think of any, but I promise you, like, probably when I stop recording, that's when I remember something, and I'm like, oh, could have said this. Oh, I can tell you guys about one of my fears, but it's not really like a phobia. Like, I can handle it. I don't like two-seater Ferris wheels because it rocks, and on the back of each seat is always like, please don't rock, and then it just rocks by itself every time they have to let people off, and it makes me so anxious that I'm gonna fall off, and I hate it. I'll go on the ones that are like round and are like closed off and like 4 people can go on there, but like 2-seaters, no thank you, never again. And I remember this year actually I went to the Florida Fair, and my cousin, my little cousin, wanted her older sister, which is obviously my cousin also, to go on this ride with her. And my older cousin, she didn't know that because there's like, it's a ride, it's just one ride, and there's like 2 Ferris wheels, and it flips. Like, there's one Ferris wheel at the end of the bar and then the other one at the other side, so people can go on one of that, and then they change it because they have to balance it out, so another person goes on the bottom one, and she didn't know it did that, so she goes on there, and then it starts flipping, and I'm like looking at the ride like, oh my goodness, because I was like, I'm not going on there, I'm sorry. And the people were like, oh well, she can't go by herself. So my cousin was like, oh fine, I'll go. And then she's on there, and she starts screaming when it gets to the top, because it's basically like a Ferris wheel that drops. Like, can you imagine? No thank you. And it was a 2-seater, guys, and you heard me about saying like I hate 2-seater Ferris wheels. So I was like, oh my goodness. I was just like smiling and basically laughing at her. So I was like, how do you not realize that was going to happen? Do you not see the fact that it's 2 Ferris wheels? It has to get down somehow. So she was like, never again am I getting on that. It was hilarious. And there's a certain ride also that I don't quite like. I was in Orlando for Disney, but there's like this mini park, and I don't know exactly what it's called, but it had this swing thing that's huge, and you can sit on, people can sit on both sides, and it keeps swinging. There's like, I think it's like 2 swings at the same time, or just one, I can't remember, and it keeps swinging. And then there was this point when it went so high up that the cars looked like toy cars, and it freaked me out. Like, tears were coming out of my eyes. Like, I love the thrill, but that one was just a little too much for me. Like, I don't like drops either. Like, you know, when you go to those big drops, like, I would never do it. I've done the short ones, and it gives me a mini heart attack. So like a really tall one is not my thing. Definitely not. Scare the crap out of me. Trust me, not happening. Sorry. Oh, about my dog Bizu, who is such a troublemaker. I remember I was in the garage, and I keep forgetting that she loves to run, but I did it by accident. I accidentally pressed open the garage door instead of the turning off the light button, and that little space that she had to go through, she ran for it. She ran for it, guys. Oh my goodness. I was so mad because I ran all the way down the street and she still wouldn't come, like it was playing like tag or something. And she's like, "You're it," and she just keeps running. So I had to come all the way back home from all the way down there. I had to come back home and get wet food, dog wet food, and go back there, put the can down so that way she can come because she's hungry. That day I was so mad. So mad, guys. Don't understand. The struggle was real. I was so confused on this outfit. I was trying to fix it because I knew that wasn't her everyday outfit. Because I realized when I was trying to do her face tattoo that it only went off of her everyday hair, so I needed to change her hairstyle so that way you can see. I wanted to put a tattoo under her left eye, like where that mo is, but I couldn't. I said left eye, right eye. I couldn't, so I just decided to remove it all together. And I think she's really gorgeous. Like, who would cheat on her? Some guys, you can't do anything about it. I don't know what I was doing with the tattoos, but I don't know, just trying stuff out. I definitely put the DNA thing on her arm. That's going to be like a twin tattoo with her sister, and obviously the sister's not going to have it in the same place. It's going to be an inconspicuous type of place. I put that there to represent like the who she used to be before she went bad. You know, she used to be such a happy sim, such a good sim, and I changed her personality to like evil and all of that to represent her new self. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to thumbs up because that makes me super duper happy. And it's MsHoneyBree buzzing out. Talk to you guys next time.